What's going on, guys? So we've actually got to take the truck back to the dealership tomorrow, and so I've seen the comments asking what modifications I leave on the truck or what I remove when I go back to the dealership, because people are really worried about voiding their warranty, which I totally understand because that's the last thing you want to do. So I'm going to go over those things and show y'all what I do remove. And as well, we are at 10,800 miles on the truck, so I'm going to do like a 10K review, how I've enjoyed it, the things that have gone wrong. And then as well, we're doing some preparation for Friday's adventure, where I'm actually going to take the truck on a legitimate trail. There's two different trails, and one of them's like, you know, everybody can go down. The other one's like got a bunch of rocks and stuff, and so I don't really know. I've never been there, so I don't want to get on the bad trail and be on 24-inch wheels. Holy crap. We're also going to be checking my oil catch can, because I have not changed that since, I'll put the miles in here, but it's been quite a while and it's probably slap full. So I see the comments asking about the exhaust and if that does void your warranty or not, and to me, no, there's no way they're going to void your warranty over a catback system. You take the cats off, you do long tubes, something like that, sure. But with my last truck, I had the exact same exhaust. No one said anything negative. I had a few people mention like, hey, it sounds good, or, you know, talking about how loud it was, but never in any negative way. So I'm not worried about that at all. Now, if we do look under the hood here, I have a couple things going on. So we do have the catch can, obviously, which we're fixing to pop open and see all the goodiness, all the disgustingness that's in there. We also have the cold air inductions intake. And then we do have the Pulsar LT. So yes, in my opinion, none of these should void the warranty, but I've also found out in life that sometimes it's better to just avoid the argument. So yes, I do remove all of this before I go to the dealership. It'll probably take me about an hour to swap everything back. Obviously, in my case, if they wanted to look the truck up on YouTube and see what's been done, they could do that to me. Obviously, if you don't post what you have done online, then they'd have no way of knowing that you changed it back to stock. We're at 10,800 miles, so we've officially doubled the mileage since the lifter failure. So one bank has officially made it 10,000 miles, and the replacement bank has made it the same length of time that the original did on that side. I'm sure I'm like most of y'all, I'm not patient whatsoever, so I'm just gonna take it off and try not to let it burn the tar out of me. Okay, it's not slap full. Here we go. Oh yeah. Like in the last video, some crud at the bottom. I'm sure that's just burnt on stuff and not like metal, but you know, believe what you want. I was being a little dramatic in that video. You got to be on YouTube. So yeah, this was prevented from going back into our engine. I saw like it was like a whatever it's called, a post that GM will put out, whatever, and they said to check your oil every 1,000 miles. Someone posted it on the Trail Boss page, and I was like, the last thing I'm gonna do on a brand new truck is check my oil every 1,000 miles. I'd rather just not check it and blow up. So I'm not here to hide anything from y'all, just so that my truck doesn't look bad. If it is low on oil, y'all are about to know just the same as I am, because I'd rather just be honest with y'all. And I mean, if it blows up, it's still under warranty. I'm not really worried about it, to be honest. Not that it already had one issue. So let's see. It does in fact have oil. It's about 3/4 up. So she's not burning or leaking any oil, because like I said, I haven't touched it since they did the oil change. It's about 6,000 miles ago. As a wild clap wagon goes by, probably 30 minutes later, we've got everything swapped back to stock. Is it a slight pain in the butt? Sure, but you only go to the dealership once, twice a year, and it's definitely not as big a pain in the butt as receiving a phone call saying, hey, we see this cold air intake and all this other stuff you have done, and now we're voiding your warranty. All right, guys, about to pull up at the dealership. DFM doing its weird thing as I speak. Absolutely despise DFM. But what are we going to the dealership for? Just an oil change, no big deal. You know, you gotta be a little dramatic on YouTube, so that's why I've been kind of cliffhanging y'all. So yeah, just going to get an oil change. My third one, got the first one done at like 3,500 miles. Second one when I had the issue with the lifter, and then now at 10,879 miles, we're getting our next oil change. And then obviously we'll see in just a second if they say anything about my exhaust or any of the appearance modifications, anything like that. So unfortunately, they're saying they're a little backed up today. So that means I'm probably gonna be here at the dealership for longer than I wanna be. Great, let's go see what they got for sale. Say I won't do it, say I won't, say I won't, I won't. I do want a 21 lightning blue, whatever it's called, something like that, velocity blue. They treat me right. 5.0 supercharger. Never understand why they do the swoopies. I even didn't like that on my 06 F-150. Why do the swoopy window? It's so uncomfortable. But I dig the old Ford interiors. They treat me right. Even the previous body style like this looks pretty daggum good in my opinion. Throwback. This is an LTZ with a 6.2. Anything with these tires just make me think it's clapped out because it's obviously not LTZ tires or wheels. And some BFGs, dude. Shoot. It is LTZ though. See the interior. Top 10 things not to do to your newer Lariat. Screw, self-tapper, diamond plate into it. Wow. I really dig the interiors on the last gen Tahoe. They treat me pretty right, not gonna lie. Check out this guy though. I'm not gonna flip it, it's liable to be a train horn. 2019 Ram Classic. Now this is some garbage. I doubt I even have any Ram fans, to be honest, because I've never done Ram content. Oof. Oof. I gotta get out of this thing. This 21 Tahoe is marked up $5,000 above MSRP. That is insane, dude. If you're buying new or used vehicles right now, you need to check your life. It smells great in here. Oh my gosh, I do miss that. Oh, it's got daggum screens in the back. Let's look at that. That's sick. As far as Tahoes go, this thing's wicked. But $5K over MSRP market adjustment, that's crazy. All right, let's make sure they put oil in this thing. Shout out to my guy Randy. He always treats me right, very nice. No charge, got me in, oil change. He did tell me that I have a recall on the truck that I've got to come back for next week because I don't have enough time today. But he remembered me from when my truck messed up. He asked how I was doing and everything, and he was very nice. So we gotta bridge the gap. He was surprised they hadn't called me to buy my truck because their inventory is so low. He was telling me about they sold the Black Widow or whatever those packages they have for over $100,000 last week. 100 grand for this truck with a 6-inch lift and the little add-ons that they do to make it look different. 100 grand. That's insane. All right, so quick exterior look. Obviously, we got the stocks and the recon graps back on there, and I did go ahead and throw the 2-inch spaces on there just to give it the better look. I just can't. Once you go a little bit offset, you can't go back. You might have noticed this guy in parts of this video where it was starting to creep back, and now it is fully back. So my little sensor has come undone inside, poked through, and unfortunately these are not easy to get to like those, so I've got to figure out how to get behind here and push that, clip that back in, so that's great. We also raised the rear of the truck. I took the drop shackles out, so tomorrow I can have full articulation going on in the rear and I don't have to worry about it rubbing or anything. I honestly have not even looked at the exhaust because I like the way trucks, they lean a little bit, so they kind of hide the exhaust better. Wonder if it's gonna look gaudy with the booty up behind Walmart again. Oh, here comes a car. So no, you really don't see that much more of the exhaust. This is me just standing, that's like at my mouth. So it's not some real weird look now that the back is up. I know a lot of y'all will enjoy this look. Completely level, stock rear, 2-inch SST in the front, so yeah, looks right. So let's jump to the 10,000 mile review. So as expected, no, they did not say anything to me about anything, and honestly, they probably wouldn't say anything to me even if I had left everything on there. 10,000 mile ownership review, whatever. So let's start with the negatives. So yes, I've said it a couple times in this video, at 5,000 miles, we had the lift fail. Super annoying, super frustrating, completely unacceptable for a brand new truck to have issues like that, yada, 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 okay? At the end of the day, it is what it is, it happened. They fixed it. It was beneficial for me having a YouTube channel for that to happen, so I really can't complain at all. If it ever happens again, what will I do? I'm not gonna say, because I don't know. So one other thing that I've never mentioned before that was really weird. So me and Lauren were cruising down the road one day, jamming to some music, playing the music off of my phone using wireless Apple CarPlay. but her phone was also connected with a USB, and she got a phone call, so it connected to her phone call, and when she got off of that phone call, the volume was stuck at the volume that we were listening to the music at and would not adjust. You could turn the dial, it would go up, it would go down on the screen, but the volume was stuck super loud. So I pulled off the side of the road, I turned the truck off, turned it back on, still stuck. I ended up just not doing anything with the truck. It sat overnight. I was gonna mess with it the next day, cranked it up that next morning, issue was gone. The performance this truck gives does not get old. It's like a good mix between having a truck but kind of having the performance of a car. I've had 350 Mustangs, C606. I've had a lot of fun, fast cars, and so you get kind of used to that, you enjoy that. And unfortunately, my last truck, it just was slow as crap. Like going up that hill, I wouldn't even have been able to dip in front of that guy because I just would not have had the power to accelerate quick enough to get in front of him. Whereas on this, it's no problem. This thing will downshift 2-3 times and you're flying. No, this is not the fastest thing in the world, but for a truck, it is very, very enjoyable, and I do really, really like it. So even with the issues I've had, I love this truck. I would not trade it back for the previous body style. If I could shove the powertrain of this into the previous body style, then yes, I would definitely do that. You can't say, well, you can get a 6.2 in the lap. You also get the 8-speed, which is garbage. The 10-speed is amazing, and I love it. Paired with the 6.2 in here, it's amazing. And that's why I really love this truck. But overall, I mean, you just can't complain. It's comfortable in here. The truck feels good. It's got good sound deadening. I gotta fix that freaking car seat from rattling. I'm sure y'all are super sick and tired of hearing that, like I am. I usually just take a shirt and just eat it at it. It worked. Is this my forever truck? Probably not. It's just, it isn't. I mean, I say that, I don't know. It depends on if trucks are, if from now on to the end of my life, trucks are sold for MSRP or more, then you know what? This might just be my forever truck, because mark it down right now. I'm never gonna be buying a new truck for MSRP or above MSRP. I flat won't do it. I'll own this for the rest of my life, or I'll buy used clapped out trucks from here on out. If you're in the market for one of these trucks, would I recommend it? The truck itself, yes. The trucks at the current market, no. And that's like half throttle, dude. Like, it's so rowdy. It's just so fun. It's dramatic. I'm gonna quit rambling. Y'all get the point. Y'all seen what the point of this video was. Y'all see how I feel about the truck 10,000 miles later. So that's about a wrap. So definitely look forward to the off-roading video in this truck coming very soon. I'm biting the bullet. You know, there's no use in me owning this truck that is fully capable to off-road and just not off-roading it because I don't want to have to clean it because it's gonna get muddy and no. Oh, that's a cute dog. Yeah, we're gonna enjoy this truck to the fullest because I have no plans of buying anything else right now because prices are ridiculous. So we're gonna enjoy this thing to the max, and that's about it. So yeah, anyways, I'll see y'all in that video.